Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute TA for Wednesday, April 23rd, 2025. Happy Hump Day. Before we get started, please give me a like, give me a subscribe if you haven't yet. And as a thank you, here's a cute otter again. This time he's wearing a cloak. All right, without further ado, let's dive right into these charts. Okay, so since yesterday, we made the video right around here. I was expecting a bit of a pullback, but we didn't get a pullback. We actually got further upside. Price action kept going. We even broke over 94 briefly, getting up as high as 94.6. 94.563. Yeah, 94.563 was our peak. And yeah, now we're finding that pullback happening a little bit. Let's see if this lasts. Now, let me make this bigger for anybody on their phones. Shoot. Oh, I was the daily. Hold up. Hold up. There you go. All right, so came up. Peaked yonder, 94.6. Has since come down and is currently finding support from our last low here around 92.7. It's also finding support from the 21 moving average, which has come up now. And I would call this a bull flag here on the 90-minute chart. Something like that. We're going to make it blue for visibility's sake. And then the top of the flag is like so. The bottom of the flag is like so. And a measured move for that flag would be like so. Move up to $98,658 would be the measured move if we can maintain this bull flag and then bring it on up. Now, what are the indicators telling us? Well, the indicators are telling us that we are oversold on the stochastics. But we aren't seeing, well, actually, we are seeing some a hidden bullish div. So you'll see here, we got higher lows coming in on the price action. We'll make this one green. And you'll see that we have lower lows here on the RSI. That is a hidden bullish divergence, indicating to us some more upside is to come. Now, how would that get invalidated? If the price action came down under our low here at 88. So if you see price action drop back down to the levels that we were just at a couple days ago, then yeah, that would be invalidated. But if it doesn't, well, then we are seeing a bullish div. And our target from this bull flag is, as you know, 98, almost $99,000. The Stokes, they're oversold. They're going to want to turn around. The RSI is in bullish territory, but the signal line is pretty high still. We're probably going to want to see the signal line come down. So you'll see, let's see if we can find a spot where it's been like that before. So like here, for instance, RSI got real high. Even the signal line got into overbought territory. Then it came back down real hard. RSI did. Price action didn't come down quite as hard. And then the signal line came down with, and then when it came back up, here it crossed back over, but then it came back down, and you can see what happened. We went sideways here and then came back down anyway. So, I mean, hopefully, with the trend reversing, we won't come back down again, and this time we're going to keep going up. We even have a bull flag here, but didn't we have a bull flag there as well? Or was that? Let's see. It was here, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we also had a bull flag there too, so just keep that in mind. Bull flags don't always play out. This is a game of probability. I'll do it like this. Bang. Bang. All right. So yeah, what would invalidate our bull flag? Well, let's draw our retracement. It's reversed. I'll reverse it back. Hold on. Reverse. There you go. All right. So now what would invalidate the bull flag? That would be price action dropping back down to about 89,510. So if that 90K can hold us up as support, which hopefully it does, because I'd like to see more upside, then we're still in the game. But if 90 breaks, then we're out of the game here. Let's take a quick look at the 22, kind of tell us what the 90 is going to be doing. So here on the 22, we're also overbought on the Stokes. Also overbought on the Stokes. They're trying to get back up. The RSI is starting to curl, though, starting to find a bottom. We don't see any divergences, though, so possibly still heading to the downside. Let's look at the 5 to tell us what the 22 might be doing. The 5, the RSI is in bearish territory. But we have been started to see some higher lows here on the RSI with lower lows coming in on price. So that's divergence. That's bullish divergence. Our Stokes are getting stuck in bearish territory. Same deal with RSI. We're just kind of hanging out in bearish territory, though. So more downside wouldn't be unheard of here. As far down as 90 would be expected. And hopefully we bounce from there. But, I mean, hopefully we bounce from here. We're starting to see a little bit of a chance of it with these bullish divs happening. Look at the 1 minute real quick. We are under the 200 on the 1 minute. But it is starting to come up. So Stokes pushing up. RSI. No real divergences though, man. Well, I guess this is technically one. That bottom there. All of these are higher than it, but price action's been going down. So there is a divergence here as well. So we'll see if the 1 minute can get back up over its 200, then, there's a chance to continue going today. But if not, 5 minutes under its 200 too. So it might just drag things down. 22, where's its 200? Down here. I mean, it'll take a little bit to reach there, but by the time price action gets to 90, the 200 on the 22 will be at 90 also. So we might be bouncing off that 200 there since we've broken under the 50, which has been keeping. Well, the 21 is really what it's been bouncing off of. Broke under the 21, broke under the 50. It's probably heading to the 200, probably meet it at around 90. Hopefully bounce off of it so that bull flag stays valid. And we can hopefully see that move up to 98, almost 99,000. All right, let's take a quick peek at the 6-hour chart. So here on the 6-hour chart, our bear flag, our big bear flag that's been haunting us for months is now invalidated, which is great. I'm very happy about that. That takes away some of my pensiveness, my bearishness. I'm going to get rid of these upward trending supports that were created from the bottom trend line. I'm going to leave this one, the upward trending one, resistance, because it's interesting that if we keep running, let's see, where was it? It was at 17, wasn't it? Degrees. Let's see. Whoa. Close that. 17 degrees. Was it at 17 degrees? Why isn't it doing it? There you go. 1936. Okay, so 1936. There you go. So where it's crossing is our next resistance line, 99.6. So if we just keep on running, we'll basically be running into our next resistance at the same time as this upward trending resistance, which is kind of what we've been doing with those other ones too, funnily enough. We hit the target for the complex head and shoulders, inverted complex head and shoulders there. We're going to get rid of that. We're over the 200. We're nice Hit a nice spot, but we are very far from the 21. We can get rid of that too. We are very far from the 21. Here, there we go. We are very far from the 21, that thick red line there. So again, that move down may be coming. Now that 21, you can see that it's moving up about, where was it here? It was about 87.2, and then it jumped up to about 87.6, we'll say. So 400. So the next one would be at 88. And then the next one would be 88.4. And the next one, it would be at 88.8. It's going to take a little bit, but basically if this takes a slow ride back to 90, it'll meet that 21 at 90. But if not, if it takes a fast ride, then we're hoping for 90 to hold, and then for us to bounce around here in this range and form another bull flag there. I'm going to draw it out, even though it's not technically forming yet. It can be green. But it'll be something like this. This is just a projection, speculation on my part. But it'd be something like this, and move this. Maybe move this side up a little bit more like that. There you go. And then if that measured move, if that what bull flag does plan out, I know I'm getting way too far ahead taking measured moves from bull flags that haven't even printed yet, but I just want to do this. So the measured move here would be 101,000 and a half. Nice. So yeah, I mean, there's a chance to move to the upside, and we can see it even more so on the daily. Let's go move over on the daily, because now our double bottom here has played out right to the measured move. We got our higher high, breaking out of this downward trending wedge, which would turn into an upward trending wedge, which would play down up to about 106 and a half. And we got this bull flag, excuse me, that you've seen on the charts for a while. This here in white, that plays up to about 115. We talked about that, so you know where things are going. And with that bear flag on the 6-hour chart gone now, I'm more bullish about us getting to 115, or at the very least 106, before turning around. Now, that's not to say that we're not going to have some, moves back down. If you check this out, we're very far from the 21. We are over the 200 again, though. We moved there yesterday, but man, it feels good to be over the 200. And now we're opening a candle over 90. So as long as we can close this candle over 90, then we flipped this to support. We flipped 85 to support 3 days ago. And we flipped 90 to support today. Or can we flip 90 to support today? It's possible. Like I said, though, watch for a retrace, and hopefully 90 can hold. If not, hopefully the 200 on the daily can hold at 88, which would be this last local resistance that we had. Those are our support levels that we're looking for on this retracement that most likely is going to happen. Most likely. Not necessarily, but most likely. Most likely. But again, there's still bull flags too on these lower time frames and on the bigger time frames, so let's see things move. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for going a little bit long. You guys are awesome. Keep that ish up. Much love, and I will see you tomorrow.